Okay, hi Andy. Thank you very much for joining us here today. So, first off to start with, could you just tell us a bit more about yourself, who you are and what you do?
So I'm Andy Leach. I'm an addictions therapist. I joined Promises a few months ago, having worked at the cabin in Thailand for many years, and before that working in mental health in England.
Okay, very nice, thank you. So, what exactly is Visions at Promises?
Well, Visions at Promises is very specifically the therapeutic angle of the work that we do with addictions. So we work with our clients who come to us for all sorts of addictions, and we work with them on a one-to-one basis, and we also work with group therapy. And we work very closely in conjunction with Dr. Winslow and the psychiatric team and the multidisciplinary team that we have here at Promises. So it's Visions by Promises.
So today we're here to focus mainly on family program.
Yeah.
So could you tell me a little bit more about what the family program is?
Well, what happens in addiction, what I've found over the years of working in this field, is very much the families also have a parallel process to the person who is suffering from addiction. So as their addiction progresses, the family, and the way the family cope and deal with the situation also progresses, sometimes in ways that aren't beneficial to anyone. So it's not about blame in any way whatsoever. It's more about having a very close look at the family system and about how we all tend to assume particular roles when addiction is present. So it's very much about unpicking that and going, okay, well, how can you do things differently? What needs to change? Because if the person I'm working with, the client who's come to me for addiction problems, basically gets clean or sober or free from their particular process, if they then return to the same family system and nothing's changed there, they will fall back into the same old behaviour. So we need to look at exactly how the family can best support the client's recovery. It's not a sort of judgment on the families in any way whatsoever. All it is an opportunity to learn and grow. I mean, probably you know what it's like to be on the end of addiction, to have someone that you love with addiction in the family, and that's heartbreaking to see someone destroying their lives over and over again. This isn't about you having to sort of engage in in-depth therapy or whatever. This is more about education and support to help you to learn how to do things differently.
This family program would be to teach family members how to better support the addicts in their lives. Is that correct?
Absolutely, that. So there'll be sort of psychoeducation, so we'll be teaching them about what exactly is this disease of addiction we're talking about, what happens within the family roles, family systems. We'll be teaching them about some of the maladaptive ways that perhaps families get sort of out of shape because of the addiction, how to sort of pay attention to that and become aware of what I need to do to change as a family member. That requires some education around what we call codependency, prodependency, also about boundaries, how we put boundaries in. Maybe you struggle to put boundaries in place. What is that struggle about? So finding out how best to do that. And we'll be doing this, myself and Shamini Winslow will be doing who's a psychodrama therapist. We'll be doing this also in a way that's experiential, so giving you opportunity to really try a bit of role playing, trying to find out new ways of implementing healthy behaviours that are healthy for everyone, for the family and for the client.
Okay, so when will this family program be starting?
22nd of February, after Chinese New Year, and it will be held at Promises offices on the 11th floor at Navina Medical Centre, and we'll be having it in our newly revamped Bluebell group room. There will only be a limited number of places because of COVID, and also nice to keep it intimate, small, and to reassure people as well that it will be completely confidential and anonymous as well. So people can come and talk about the difficulties they're having, find support, get suggestions, learn about how to cope better in a safe, supportive, caring environment without any judgment.